G'day, Warbles on a lot to YouTube. Particularly, how you going? Earl, Bike Messenger 7. Let's have a go at a malt liquor video. Now, Earl, here's the lineup. I found this in the local bottle shop. It's called Wing Walker American Belgian Style Wheat Ale. Now, it's only 4.6% alcohol per volume. But I am in fact an aeroplane freak, and it's got, well, I would say they're A model DH9s, right? Maybe DH4s, DH4As, okay? Which the United States Army Air Corps used to fly once upon a time. There's also a couple of Cooper's Reds at 1.7 standard drinks each. And here's the Wing Walker. And here's where we get to the malt liquor video. Look at this, Earl. Have you ever seen such a wild and wonderful style of a bottle of the beer? Hoppy Hefts, Mad Brewers, Malt Shovel Brewery, right? That's what it's called. And this stuff, Earl, it's only 640 mils per bottle, and it's 7% alcohol, and it's about $7. Oh, these lazy days of summer, perfect for sipping a spicy flavoured, sweet and fruity German-style wheat beer. Not! We mad brewers think wheat beer can have a full... can have bold lashings of hop aroma and flavours and be all the better for it. So our first offering this year is what we call the Hoppy Hef. Alright, that is what in fact it says. And around here, Hoppy Hef is a robust beast that takes the best of German Hefeweizen style, mates it with an American wheat wine brewed with 45% wheat malt and finished with glorious amounts of Matuka and Citra hops to birth a wheat beer that may never have a nationality. It will reside happily in Australia this summer while stocks last. Enjoy it while you can with a friend before we drink what's left. Okay, and you've got, you know, the coat hanger, the Harbour Bridge in Sydney, and you got Mount Kosciuszko, and you got, well, what looks like an acknowledgement of the fact that Australia is the 51st state of America. So anyway, there we have that. Here we have my wallet, and in my wallet we have a tool. We know it's a tool because it's a sheet of stainless steel and it says it is a tool. What do we use the tool for? We use the tool for opening the bottle of beer. The bottle of beer with the malt shovels there. We take the bottle of the beer and we roll a little bit of water around the tankard. The better to get our Hoppy Hef to pour without foaming and frothing and going bananas. And of course there is a reason for me getting pissed in the middle of the afternoon, Earl. It's because when I went to town, my entire day was completely discombobulated because I found at the intersection on the way to the town, I found, look at that, yahoo yippee, you've got Warbles on a lot, about to get drunk. I found there was a fatal truck crash, and the truck coming south had veered onto the wrong side of the road, and it had apparently run head on into a car, knocked the car backwards, you know, as 60 tonnes will when it's moving at 100 k's and it's versing only 1 tonne, into a ditch right at the intersection. And where I would normally be parked while I'm sitting there waiting to turn onto the highway, the truck had run straight across the place where I would be parked, into the paddock, and the truck driver didn't die. Can't say that for people who were in the car. And you know what, Earl? woo, that's got a bit of a tang to it, much more than the Wing Walker, whereas I thought the Wing Walker's tang was citrus, fruity, sort of yuppieism. I think it was actually the taste of the hops. I've finally run into the taste of hops with hoppy hef. Yeah, but yeah, toddle off to town at midday and find your way blocked by a corpse and you can't get by for another 6 hours. You might as well just go home and get a little bit drunk. So that's what I'd be doing, Earl. What do you reckon about that, eh? Okay, so I'm 5.5 minutes into the movie on the phone that dies spontaneously. Being a real thrill seeker, I'm going to try for another minute or so, and then I'm going to try to upload it. Now, what I learnt this morning is that my spiritual mechanical maintenance program worked just fine, Earl. When I started the engine, before I moved off the spot, I said, "Pretty please, Creator, can I have a safe trip? With no hassles, no flat tyres, no running off the road, no running out the road. No seeing any accidents, no being in any accidents, no structural failures or mechanical breakdowns. I don't want to hurt anybody, I don't want to bust any wildlife, I don't want to talk to any policemen." And look what happened. I toddled off to town about an hour after I heard a sort of a crump bang on the horizon. And the wind was not blowing from the highway to me, so I didn't actually connect it with a car accident. I thought a tree had fallen over. About an hour after the prang, I arrive on the scene, and there's police crawling all over the highway, and a couple of plainclothes detectives came up and stood within a couple of feet of me, but I was obviously just a late arrival, not important enough to talk to. So I heard what they had to say, but I didn't talk to any policemen. I didn't get to be in any accidents, and I didn't get to see any accidents. I just came along afterwards. So, from where I sit, my spiritual mechanical maintenance program worked just fine. What do you think, Earl? The power of prayer? Malt liquor video. Ciao.